Do you like fantasy football and sports betting? Come join us here at the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast, where hosts Matt, Shane, and Jason talk about fantasy players, lineups, and sports betting to help you compete and win championships. And of course, some extra cash. Let's jump right into the show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast. Matt and Jason with you guys tonight. And yes, you do see a guest on the screen, okay? You do see a guest. We will introduce him in just a second. Jason, Shane is in Lake of the Ozarks tonight, just having a ball of a time, probably getting stormed on because it is raining its tail off in the Midwest right now. But anyhow, how you doing tonight, bud?
Hey, the first thing I think of when I think of Ozarks is that TV show that's going on. So I hope Shane is having a good time with his family. It was upsetting to see Scotty run away with the British Open this past week, but hey, all for him. I love the way he plays. His game just makes me jealous, and I'm glad to introduce Jamie here, and thank you for being with us, Jamie.
Yeah, I love being here. I'm always in the chat anyway, so I might as well just hop on the screen with you guys, right? And I love myself some tight ends, especially those smooth ones that you could line up anywhere all over the field, whether it's in the backfield or spread out wide. Like, gotta enjoy the smooth ones also. Like, that you can go deep at any moment, man. Like, you want those reliable ones that don't pucker up under pressure, right? And some tight ends, they take a pounding. And they wear down after a while. So you want to stash a few extra ones just in case yours get worn down.
That's right. And they both hit it on the head. We have Jamie here tonight. He is with the Dynasty six-pack, partnered with Fantasy six-pack as well. So we're happy to have him. He's, like he said, he's always in the chat. So it's good to see him on the screen with us, being a guest for the show, since Shane is no longer with us today. I shouldn't say that. That was probably a bad phrase.
I was like,
Shane, you stay safe out there, bud. Stay safe. But yeah, guys, it's good to have Jamie here. We are doing 2 weeks ago we did the running backs, and last week we did the wide receivers. And you kind of know the little style that we're doing. We're doing it in a mock draft style. I'll pull up the screen here in a second. It's just a fun, different way to rank these players for us. So that's how we're going to do it. Tight ends tonight. But before we dive into it, guys, if you want to check out fantasy6pack.net, use promo code Parlay FF to get 15% off your all access membership, guys. The stuff that you get with this membership is unfreaking believable. You get stuff on the website, content, articles, rankings, cheat sheets for your fantasy leagues, guys. It's unbelievable. And the Discord family, the Discord community is so freaking crazy. I've been a part of other Discord channels and podcasts, and there is nothing like the Fantasy Six-Pack community. It is unreal. Right, Jamie? You know all about that.
Yeah, love it. Like, I'm in the Discord as much as I can, and I just answer questions for anyone that's looking to get some answers.
And I'm telling you guys, the answers come quick. You ask a question in there, and it's going to come. It's going to come fast. So head on over, get your all access membership today. If you see the bottom of the screen, use promo code Parlay FF to get 15% off, and head over to Fantasy Six Pack YouTube channel. Click the subscribe, the notification bell lets you guys know when our show goes live, when Jamie's show goes live, any other podcast that's associated with Fantasy Six Pack, you will be notified when it goes live. So subscribe to their channel, hit the notification bell. It helps out the shows. It helps out all of us. And then if you just want to listen to the audio side, head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, look up the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast, click the subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, guys. It helps us out as well. We love doing this, so we would love to just continue doing it. So that being said, boys, is there any recap from last week? Jamie, I know you weren't you were in the chat, but when we did our wide receiver ranking, you kind of blasted me for a couple picks. Well, no, maybe that was Kyron. That was the Kyron Williams when we did.
Yeah, I think you did take him lower because I have him like closer to running back 19, 18, just because he doesn't have that contract. Now, if he gets the contract extension, obviously you have to raise him up. But without that contract extension, I don't know where he's going to go next year. I don't know how worn down he's going to be, what his usage is going to be. And he's not efficient. So I'm fading him until I see that contract.
True. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty accurate statement. What's before we really dive into this, I want to know, I think I heard you on your podcast when you guys were doing your Dynasty podcast. How many leagues are you in?
Oh my goodness. 27 Dynasty. I do about maybe 10 redrafts, including like charity leagues.
Whoa.
And maybe over 200 plus best ball leagues.
Jeez. So, Jason, are you hearing this right now?
I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless right now. I get the best ball leagues because it's best ball to me. Shane kind of talked me through it whenever he was doing it. You have a good chance of winning a lot of money doing that. So I'm taking best ball leagues out of fantasy. But the first number he just floated out to me, I was like, dude, are you okay?
27.
How long does it take you to set lineups? Like, is that when football season starts?
No lineups.
Man, it's a whole process.
I know best ball lineups, but
okay.
Like I start on Tuesday and I set an initial lineup, and then I go through, and as I'm setting the lineup, I also do the waiver, and then on Thursday before the games, I go through all my teams, make sure everything's set for the Thursday night games. Then Saturday night, I sit there for maybe like 30 minutes and just making sure I got my lineups set. And then Sunday morning, I do a start-sit show. I go in for 2. And as I'm telling people their start-sit decisions, I'm just checking my lineup. So it's pretty much set on Tuesday. But I have a process of where I just keep checking them throughout the week.
Jamie's initial investment before the football season has to be outrageous.
I haven't paid for a league since 2012. I just reinvest my money and I take out my profit and just keep rolling it over
Jason,
for the next season.
He's doing it smart, Jason. He's doing it smart.
Even more of a reason why people should be listening to Jamie, and this is why we have him on.
Yes.
Jamie, I might hit you up after the podcast and be like, you want to be a co-manager in a couple of my Dynasty leagues?
Oh, man. Oh, and on top of that, I do get people in my DMs all the time asking me
I bet.
trade questions, start sits, and who should I draft? And, I recently started ignoring them. If they don't join on my show and support my show, I'm not going to answer your question unless you support me.
Yeah.
Like I don't charge
that's
for it,
smart.
So come on.
Yeah, that's smart. You would be that. I mean, that would be a full-time job for you to do that. I mean, that would be a full-time job for you to answer all those questions. So that's crazy. That's great. I think we need to start a Patreon page for Jamie, and then people can hit him up and be like, pay for like the silver, platinum, gold package, and Jamie just be raking it in.
Well, it's like, it makes me think about like Jamie's wife is like, who's sliding into your DMs right now? It's like, oh, some random dude from Philly asking me fantasy football advice right now.
Yeah.
Asking me who I should draft or start. It's like kind of a compliment right there, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying if you aren't watching my channel because I got you, boo-boo.
Yeah. All right, boys, let's jump into it. So again, we're doing tight ends today. It's just like last time, four teams basically. The computer will auto pick if Shane gets in here. He said he was going to try to get in, but if he gets in, he'll probably pick from the other computer spot. So let me share this to the screen. There we go. So we've got Jamie with the first pick in his rankings. And again, guys, these are based off of kind of where we have players ranked. Now, I will full disclosure, we don't know Jamie's rankings, and Jason and I have not revealed. This is kind of our reveal to each other where kind of we have players slotted in. Of course, it's going to change with training camp start. Training camp start tomorrow, so it's going to change a little bit. How training camp progresses, but this is just kind of where we have players slotted in at this current moment. So it's mock draft style, but we're also going by our rankings. So Jason,
Are we doing half point PPR
Half point.
Dynasty draft?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Dynasty half point.
Gotcha.
Jamie, you're on the clock.
Well, obviously, there's no surprise. The number one pick is going to be Kyle Pitts. Joking.
See Jamie. See the computer selected Jamie.
Pick. That's odd. I don't know why the computer selected that. Did you turn the computer auto pick off?
I thought I had it on.
The top.
Yeah, right there. Hit that button right there.
Restart it.
No. We don't need to. Trey McBride.
The second pick is obviously Trey McBride. No one's going to say otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. So
unless you want Kyle Pitts,
Matt was just pissed because he was hoping that somebody would say, "No, Trey McBride is at number 2, dude."
Yeah. No. Okay, Jamie, go ahead. Explain Brock Bowers. I mean, obviously we all know, but
yeah, there's no surprise. Brock Bowers, he's a lead. He last year he broke the rookie receiving record at the receiving the catches, right? He beat he beat out Neighbors by a few. Now, if Neighbors wouldn't have got hurt, then Neighbors would have took that. But still, having a tight end that broke a rookie record for all wide receivers is insane. He's just going to keep going up in value. He's fast. He's got burst and speed, and he's the next Travis Kelce. His best comparable player on Player Profiler is Travis Kelce.
Right. And to your point, obviously, I think most analysts, have Brock Bowers consensus as the number 1 overall tight end, but I know it's close between him and Trey McBride. Like you go and you look, Jamie alluded to it. Brock Bowers had 112 receptions he had a 25% target share, almost 26% target share last year. Between him, Trey McBride had a 29% target share, had 1 less reception, but less touchdowns. So when it comes to fantasy football, obviously touchdowns are key. They're a gem. They're a dime a dozen. Jamie, let me ask you this. I don't know if you have it in front of you, but do you have like a rough projection of how many touchdowns you have slated for Brock Bowers this year?
Well, he's not a big touchdown guy. I think he only got 5 last year.
Yeah, 5.
I see about the same, 5, 6, maybe 7. But I see him getting over 1,000 yards and the same receptions, probably about 115-ish, 120 maybe even. The fun fact about him is his air yards is incredible. Like he got 20% of that team's air yards. And for tight ends, I think it was like 55 air yards per game. Number 1 at the tight end position by far, which is amazing. Deep targets also. Like he keeps getting these deep targets every single game. So I'm gonna bank on that. If I was in a redraft, I'm taking Bowers first. Dynasty, hands down Bowers. There's no question about it.
Yeah. I just want to add a real quick note, and it's a huge upgrade for Bowers in a sense to where he has Geno Smith as a quarterback now, to where he didn't have anything last year and still put up record numbers as a rookie tight end. Then you add Ashton Genty to where I think that just opens him up a hell of a lot more in the passing game, especially around the goal line too, to where they're not just keyed in on him. I expect more TD production from him this year. Maybe not the kind of output that he got last year with yards and receptions, but I love him as that's going to be Geno's number 1 target.
Yeah. Regardless. Yeah, hands down. Yeah. Brock Bowers is consensus number 1. I think the top 3. So at the 103, I took George Kittle. He's a little bit older, but I think this year's tight ends, especially with the ones that we already know. I mean, obviously there's some rookies that can make some splashes clearly. And I think we have some rookies that are going to make some splashes, but currently as we sit right now, George Kittle, in our opinion, at least my opinion, is the third best tight end in the league. Yes, he's a little bit older, but if you look at the makeup of the San Francisco 49ers right now, Brandon Ayuk, when's he coming back? We don't know. Ricky Pearsall, second-year wide receiver, should take a step up this year, and I have him slated to take a step up this year. I actually really like Ricky Pearsall. Juwan Jennings. Now you have contract situations with Juwan Jennings. We know that I'm not going to say that he came out of nowhere last year, but he's never really been a wide receiver one, right? He's never really been that big, splashy player. He is a good receiver, but George Kittle is going to be one of, if not the main target. A healthy Christian McCaffrey, sure, he's going to get some dump-offs by Brock Purdy. That's fine, if he stays healthy. George Kittle is a locked-in, tried-and-true player that's going to see targets. He's going to see receptions. He's going to see some touchdowns. So I really like George Kittle this year, and we'll see how it looks when Brandon Ayuk comes back. Would you agree with that, Jamie?
I don't agree with where you have him ranked, but I agree with everything else you said. So he is my tight end 3 for redraft. I have to put him down more towards like 8 for Dynasty.
I can see that.
But here's the thing. If you're a competing team, you want Kittle on that team. So what I did in a league, I believe I have McBride already on that team. I traded my 111 for Kittle straight up because I'm going to get that tight end 1 production in my flex spot because I already have McBride and Kittle. So I'm going for another championship. Like I already won 2 years ago. I came in second last year. I'm going for it all again. He was tight end 1 points per game. He had more points per game than Bowers and McBride. So I don't blame you for putting him there if you're a win now team. I think you could maybe even put him at number 1 if you're a win now team.
Yeah, I could see that. I do agree with your analytics. I have him a little bit higher in Dynasty. I mean, I have him as my tight end 3 in Dynasty, but I could easily be persuaded to move him down once I see a little bit of production from.
It's just the fact that he's 31 years old.
Yeah, he is getting there. He's getting there.
He'll be 32 by the time the season starts. So that kind of worries me. We saw the drop off when Kelsey hit that 32, 33 age. But Kittle, man, he is that offense. He's going to score points. Like you said, like there's no one else that's going to get more targets than him in that offense.
Here's the highest floor in that offense, or in majority of the tight ends that is in this group. But the age scares me, which I agree. That's why I agree with Jamie on this. It's almost like a boomer bust kind of thing. And how long are you willing to risk that with his age?
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'll make this easy and I'll make this quick right here because I have back-to-back picks and I'm going for youth right now. Give me Laporta with the Lions. He had a rocky start last year. He 5 straight PPR tight end 1 performances. Lions have a great offense. I mean, I don't see that really slowing down unless it was all Ben Johnson kind of thing. But I think Goff has had a new kind of swag to him, to where he knows what he is right now. He's going to be a pocket quarterback with the best O-line in the league. So give him the opportunity to throw the ball down the field. We got spoiled with Laporta having as many touchdowns as he did in his rookie year, and he fell off last year, and we're like, oh, what is going on? Give me Laporta to have a bounce back year. I like the targets that he gets in that offense. I like the offense and what they're going, and this is an easy pick for me. Now I can actually be ballsy with my second pick, which I don't know how y'all are going to like this, but I kind of love it. Oh, where are you, baby? Give me it. Give me it. Where are you?
If you have to search for him, Jason, what are we doing
it's
here?
Right here. Give me Colston Loveland. I love this offense. I love a rookie and Ben Johnson's system. Give me Loveland with everything that is coming through with the with the Bears. I like him over Warren. I like the age. I like the production. He has all the attributes going forward with him. I think Keenan Allen is a little bit to the end of his career. You have Roma Dunze there.
Keenan Allen's no longer on the roster.
He's not on the roster anymore?
No, he just got signed by the Chargers.
He went back.
Yep, he went back to the Chargers.
Well, even if Roma Dunze is still there, they need somebody else.
They got DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is falling out of the top 20 wide receivers in the league, even though he is a top 10 route runner. I will give him that.
Yeah,
you saw what happened with Sam Laporta in his first year with Ben Johnson. So they're going to open him up. As long as the O-line protects Caleb Williams, he's going to be fine.
And here's what, and I'll let Jamie give his 2 cents here in a second too, because I know when you drafted him, Jamie's like, "Yep." So I like Colston Loveland. I like Colston Loveland as an athlete. I like Colston Loveland as a tight end. I think he is a phenomenal talent. It does scare me a little bit with Ben Johnson coming in is awesome. Is awesome for the team. It's awesome for the program. They got a lot of hype underneath them now. They drafted Luther Burden. They still have DJ Moore, and Roma Dunze should take a step forward. Now, in my personal opinion, it scares me a little bit. Plus, Cole Kmet's still on the roster. It scares me a little bit with all those mouths to feed. How much fantasy value is he going to bring you in year one, right? That's what scares me. Now, I think it's phenomenal to get him in Dynasty just because of the future potential. But I want to hear from you, Jamie, because it scares me just a little bit with all those mouths to feed.
Yes, but you have to remember it's Dynasty. Situations change. Right. So I love Loveland. Like the dude, he moves like a power forward in cleats, right? He's freaky athletic for a tight end, and he plays like an oversized receiver. He averaged 12.5 yards per catch, which is impressive considering he came from that rough Michigan offense. And like his route running is straight up nasty. Like he cooks linebackers with like that those sharp breaks and timing. Like that basketball background, it shows up big time in his game. Like he boxes out defenders, he goes up, grabs the ball. He's just pulling down rebounds in traffic, right? Like his vertical threat, he can fly down the field. He builds up speed as he goes. After the catch, he's got that dog in him. Like literally, like he runs angry, breaks tackles, makes guys miss in the open field. So like, I'm not worried about Cole Kmet. He's going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
DJ Moore is probably gonna go somewhere else. I know they extended his contract, but he's not happy there. So I love Colston Loveland. I'm not drafting him in redraft, but give me him all day as like a top 5, top 6 dynasty tight end all day.
Hey, real quick,
I like
Jamie,
that.
can I ask you Loveland or Warren?
Okay,
easy.
So I'm thinking Warren.
Yeah, that's my next draft pick, Jason. Come on,
I
baby.
know, but I know where you're going with next pick. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Warren, I do believe is a better prospect, but they're close, razor thin.
Go ahead and pick it, Matt. Go ahead and pick it.
Well, that's
I
who
know you're just typical. Like it's easy to read you.
Well, so Tyler Warren was my next pick, and see the computer auto picked again. Dang
Why
it.
does it do that? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Why it did that. Who did it take? Hawkinson? Yeah, that would have been my pick anyway. So I agree with it.
Okay. If we all agree with it, then I'm okay leaving it. But no, I took Tyler Warren because I agree with Jamie. I think Tyler Warren overall was the best tight end coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
Similar things that you just said. He might not be as tall as Loveland, but I think he's got that dog in him. He runs hard. He tries to break tackles. He's actually really shifty for his size. I just absolutely love Tyler Warren. I wish the quarterback situation in Indianapolis was better, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to be running deep too often, at least year one. Both those quarterbacks like those short dump offs. I think with the combination of Tyler Warren and Joshua Downs, I don't think Michael Pittman's really going to be relevant this year. I think he's a good receiver. I just don't think he's going to be relevant in Indianapolis right now. I think Tyler Warren and Josh Downs are going to absolutely eat in that offense.
Warren might take snaps at quarterback, my guy.
Yeah, you never know. You absolutely never know.
So even if they did a tush push with him, which could be an option, I can see the insane value with Warren.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you there.
So I mean, even Warren, he had like 218 rushing yards
Exactly.
on the ground in the backfield. So I
Yes.
like that. He caught 75% of his targets and had like a 34% dominator rating. It's insane, man. The dude's athletic, and I love my athletic tight ends.
Yeah. So, Jamie, you're back on the clock here for your next tight end ranking pick here. The computer took TJ Hawkinson. We all agree that that's where he should go. Yeah. TJ Hawkinson is an excellent tight end still. So, if he stays healthy.
This is an ugly part of the draft where I would probably just let someone else take tight ends. Unless I'm a competing team, I guess I have to go Njoku, right?
Okay.
I love that pick.
That's a homer pick, guys.
No, it's not.
Everybody who's watching,
I'm a big fan of Njoku.
It's because even this year, Njoku, he's probably going to have Joe Flacco as his quarterback.
Fingers crossed.
And he's going to be like the second in targets on that team. Maybe even first. Like Jerry Jeudy, he only catches like 50% of his targets anyway. Yeah. So why not just give them all to Njoku? So I got to go Njoku with this pick. The next pick is ranking my brain. I don't know what to do here because it depends if I'm competing, rebuilding.
Please do it.
So if I'm a rebuilding team,
Kyle Pitts.
No,
please do it, please.
For Dynasty, I have to put this guy here. It's going to be Dalton Kincaid. Just because, like, I know he's not meshing well with Josh Allen, right? But it's not going to last forever there. He could go somewhere else, he is very, very, very talented. We know he's talented. And it just seems like he's not on the same page with Josh Allen. So if I was in like a rebuilding team, I would try to get him cheap. I could see him jumping up back into the top 10 tight ends eventually, but you're getting them at a massive discount.
Yeah, Jamie, I don't know if you know this. There's a couple players in the NFL that I just have an absolute love affair with. Justin Herbert is one of those players, and Dalton Kincaid is another one of those players. I agree with you 100%. Like, I absolutely love Dalton Kincaid. I agree with you too. Something's not working in Buffalo, but the guy is too good of a tight end. He's too athletically gifted to not be dominating. And Dawson Knox, I feel like, puts a little wrinkle in that because Josh Allen has that rapport with Dawson Knox, and I don't know why Dalton Kincaid can't just break free from Dawson Knox. But I agree with you 100%, man. Dalton Kincaid is so talented. His ceiling is high.
So with the Jonnu pick that was next, I don't know if these are set to Dynasty. This seems more of like a redraft ranking, but I don't think Jonnu should be that high. What do you guys think?
I don't agree with that either. Who should I change this to? What do you guys think here?
I don't know. I just know I have Jonnu one spot below Kyle Pitts.
I think it should have either been Andrews
in Dynasty.
I mean, that's where his rankings are. Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I got Kraft next in mine. So
I can get behind the Tucker Kraft pick. Let's do that. Yeah. Tucker Kraft. Jamie, do you want to talk about him while you have him here?
It's just he was so cheap in Dynasty rookie drafts. I don't know if you remember, people were taking the other guy. What's his name?
Musgrave.
Musgrave, right?
Musgrave, yeah.
And I have 0 Musgrave in all 27 of my Dynasty leagues because I was watching people take Musgrave in like the third round. And I'm like, I'm going to get the sneaky guy because I remember at one time Mark Andrews was the later pick. And Baltimore picked the other guy that does those charity groups. What's his name? In the first round.
Likely.
No, it wasn't Likely. It was someone else. Anyway, he was the first round pick. Andrews was the second round or third round. And I had a feeling that Kraft was going to be the better fantasy tight end over Musgrave. So I was getting Kraft late fourth off the waivers for free, stashing him in my Dynasty league. I think he's a smash, man. If you look at his athletic profiles, like he's got a decent 40-yard. He's not the fastest, but his speed score is decent. And we saw it. We saw it as soon as he started getting targets in his rookie year. I know he only got like 30-some targets, but he was getting like almost 12 yards of reception.
And they don't have a number one wide receiver in that group to where everybody's going to get fed the ball. It just depends on how Jordan Love wants to distribute it. And I think Jordan Love likes his tight ends.
Exactly. So I could see like another 70, 80 receptions this year from him.
I agree.
Man, okay. So I'm kind of torn here,
already.
No, I'm not necessarily on Till. Like there's two players that I'm looking at, right? Kyle Pitts being one of them, because if I go off my rankings, he'd be sitting right around here. Boys. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. I have like
Please
10,
do.
12.
No. I've got another tight end down the board that I really like this year. That's Cade Otton.
Ooh.
That's Cade Otton. I know a lot of people are going to say that's too high for Cade Otton. But guys, I think he's being so overlooked, right? He finished. There's other wide receivers that there's definitely a chance I'd put them above Cade Otton. But he had a 19% target share with Mike Evans and McMillan. Is it Jalen McMillan? Oh, crap. That's not his first name, is it? Is it Jalen McMillan?
Yes.
And I know Chris Godwin was in and out of the lineup, right? He was hurt part of the year, came back. A 19% target share for a tight end is actually pretty dang good. He had 4 touchdowns on the year last year, right? I think he's 24, 25, 24, 25, he's something like that.
He is
26.
Yeah.
Okay, 26.
Yeah.
I do think there's still a ceiling there for Cade Otton. I think he's being slept on a lot, and I don't have him that far down in my rankings, probably as other people do.
Yeah.
So I want to agree with you, and I want to be on that same side with you because I'm a Baker Mayfield lover in that offense, but with a changing at the helm with the play calling and the offensive coordinator,
that could play a part.
Kind of scares me in a way with the draft pick of Meke Ibuku.
Abuka, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, grammar police over here. Whatever, I tried. Yeah, but I love what Tampa has to do. They are going to air it out with Tampa. It's just there's a lot of mouths to feed on that offense.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of those things where you got to hope for a TD.
What do you think, Jamie? Jason, you get ready for your pick.
I'm already ready.
I do agree that I actually have him way too low. I probably should move him up. I have him at 24. Last year, he was tight end 14 points per game. He was tight end 11. But it's still that with them adding in Ibuka and Godwin is going to be coming back at some point this year. It's just hard to trust him from game to game.
It is. I could see him being more of like a spot start for teams. He's probably, he's not anyone's tight end 1 on their roster. I highly doubt. I just think I like Baker Mayfield, and I think he built a little bit of rapport. I think he trusts Cade Otton. Is this a bit too high? I probably need to readjust my rankings, but I just really like Cade Otton. I think he's being slept on, and I think he could do some special things.
Yeah, so this one was easy for me. Give me Isaiah Likely. I mean, he looks like he is going to surpass Mark Andrews in the near future. It's just whenever they decide that they don't want Mark Andrews to drop game tying 2-point conversions at the goal line and stop being old. But I mean, that's a story for another day. Isaiah Likely is a receiver at the tight end position. He is going to be the more athletic version of Travis Kelce. He is what we think Colston Loveland is going to be. He's already been there and done it. It's just the only down part is he's in a Baltimore Ravens offense to where they have a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mouths to feed in the offense, but when they get the opportunity, but like I said, it's Zay Flowers, it's
Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews.
Yeah, you're talking all of them, and it's who's going to get the first option. It's King Henry and Lamar. That's what it is. So you're kind of hoping for those big burst plays. But I like where he's at with his age and the sights that you've seen out of him. 25 years old, 6'4", 250. Don't get on the ball, my guy. Go. That's why they signed Patrick Ricard to be that 6 foot, 300-pound fullback H-back. Get Isaiah Likely in that 3 wide receiver tag and let him do his thing. This next one is actually kind of easy for me. I am going to go. Where's this guy?
He's on his phone.
No, my laptop is actually
Get some
working
glasses.
now. Shut up. I don't need to hear your Pat Freiermuth cries right now.
I'm not taking Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, I know you aren't because he's terrible. All right, I'm doing it. Give me him. Wait, hold on, I didn't do it.
Oh.
Give me Kyle Pitts.
Oh
baby.
my God. What are you
doing it. I'm going to be the one that's doing it. Hey, this guy is a total bust in everybody else's mind, but in my mind, he went way too high in the draft whenever he did get drafted, but he went to the worst team out there to help his stock. I feel like if he can actually hold on to the football, he can do something. He's got the weapons around him. He's actually got a quarterback. He's got to adjust to a left-handed quarterback's throw. Matt, does that actually do something? I know that you played receiver in college, but does a left-handed quarterback's throw you off?
Yes. It takes a little bit to adjust, especially depending on how hard they throw. I've always been thrown to by right-handed quarterback in high school, both and in college. So I didn't have to deal with that too much, but we did have some lefties that, were with me. I was on more of the practice squad. So we did have some lefties that threw to us that it does mess with you with that ball rotating in the opposite direction. You're used to hitting it in your hands a certain way. And sometimes when a lefty throws it, those laces hit your fingers, they hit your knuckles, the inside of your knuckles, and it can throw your hands off a little bit. So there is a little bit to adjust to that, but especially depending on, how hard they throw, how powerful are they?
Yeah, and like I said before this, I didn't want to draft him, and I wish Jamie or Matt would have drafted him before me, but I had to draft him right here. He's too young, too talented, and he's too much of an explosive weapon in that offense not to draft and not to be hopeful for. So let me get ruined and let him ruin my life this upcoming season. I'm down for it.
So Matt, I want Kyle Pitts to work out so bad.
I do too. He's athletic. He's gifted.
After the first season, we're all holding on to that first 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't got there. But he's only getting, a 14% target share in that offense.
Exactly.
He's not getting the targets. So we'll see. I don't know.
He's
I'm
24 though. That's the sexy part about it.
It is insane just how young he is.
And he is getting some touchdowns here and there.
Yeah, but that's what you have to hope for out of him, unfortunately.
My conundrum here for my next pick here is, do I go an old guy or do I go a young guy?
It's Dynasty, my guy.
I know. I'm going to go young guy. I'm going to take Mason Taylor here for the New York Jets.
Mhm.
Listen, there's no more Tyler Conk in the building anymore. Mason Taylor, they drafted him for a reason. I know they brought in Justin Fields for my Steelers, and there's some skepticism from the people, right? Justin Fields is primarily known as more of a rusher, more Lamar-esque, if you could say. Garrett Wilson's there. Garrett Wilson's going to be the target hog in that offense. Mason Taylor, though, is a tight end that I think has a ceiling, especially in New York. He doesn't really have to compete with anybody. Maybe he can rise to the ranks and be the second target in that offense if you don't count Breece Hall. But I like Mason Taylor, so that's why I selected him there.
Yeah, I've been grabbing a lot of Mason Taylor in my rookie drafts, even in best ball.
Yeah,
I do think he is going to be that second target, and he's got that football IQ. He's got royalty in his veins, right? Like Jason Taylor, his dad.
Right.
He grew up with Zach Thomas because I believe Zach Thomas is hooking up or married with Jason Taylor's sister, so he's always been around.
Right.
I just love the guy. Like,
he knows ball. He knows ball.
He knows ball. He's got that IQ.
Do you guys like that other pick there, Jonnu Smith for the computer?
I still think that's too early, man.
What do you guys think here?
I was thinking Elijah Arreo.
Oh, stop.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I just wanted him to get off the board.
The only reason I don't want you to pick Arroyo.
Give him Travis Kelce.
No, I was gonna say Andrews because
I don't hate that.
You got to remember he was a top 5 tight end last year. Once
he got
healthy, he got hit by a car. That's why he was like the first 8 weeks he wasn't really doing much. And he's right at that 30-year-old mark, right? That's younger than a few other people we just took.
Yeah. No, I can get behind that. That's a good spot. These old guys, they're going to go in this realm.
All right, Jamie, if you actually pick him, I'm going to be upset now.
So the reason I wanted you to take Arroyo off the board is I wanted to take Arroyo. So let me pick him.
The truth comes out.
I called him out. I knew what was going on.
If you really get down to the bones of it, guys, if you are doing a draft with people, right? Some people are going to think like Jamie. Some people are going to think like us, Jason and I, because, I can see some of these older guys being drafted in this realm because like Jamie said at the beginning, when I took George Kittle, if you are in that win now mode, you just want to win now, right? There's guys that do dynasty startups that are like, okay, you guys can have the young guys. I'll take all the superstar old guys and try to win this year so I can get a championship, right? So those old guys, they still have value. Now for Dynasty, obviously it's better to take younger guys because you want to play the long game and things, but you got guys like Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, they're going to get you that potential win now. So it's okay to take some of those older guys.
So with Arroyo, we just got the news that Fant was released. So that made me move him up a little bit. That's why I have him here. I like his game, man. He's smooth with a side of dog. Like the only issue I have is his the way he plays, like durability. That's the question mark. Like he had back-to-back seasons with his left knee injured, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
But his hands, dude, he's got great hands. He high points the ball in traffic. His routes are awesome. He sets up defenders, leaving safeties guessing, and don't sleep on his wheels either because he'll turn it up, and then when he hits that seam, he puts the pressure on that deep coverage, and in the red zone, he's a mismatch waiting to happen. He's got this big frame, he's got a wide catch radius, and that instinct to win those one-on-one battles, right? And then after the catch, this is what I love about him. After the catch, he's not cute with it. He's not dancing around, pussyfooting. He drags defenders to get those extra yards. He doesn't dance around. He just goes straight forward. But that could be a downfall with his injury concern.
Yeah,
It's the only
Jamie, I
way.
love the pick out of you, especially because of the trade of DK, the release of Tyler Lockett. I know, Matt, you're sad about that. K-State, EMA, whatever y'all say over there. But
Emaw, baby, let's go.
yeah, whatever. But it's JSN and him and the running game to where if they can figure out a way, because I know they have a defensive led head coach, to where they can run play action and run the football and utilize him over the middle of the field, it's game over. And he could be a legitimate top 10 tight end his first year of the league. Love the pick. I'm interested to see who you're going to pick next, though.
This is awesome. It's gonna be Terrace Ferguson.
Dang it!
Dang
it!
That's where I was sitting. I was like, oh, what is he going with?
That's who I wanted.
This guy is freaking awesome. He's built like a tight end that like you want on your team. He's tall, he's lean, he's got that like athletic profile with those long arms, and he just goes up and grabs balls no matter what. Like you could throw him off target, he'll go up and grab it. He also runs clean routes, right? And I think that McVay went after him. I heard a rumor that he wanted to get him in the first round, but they traded that first round pick, right? And they still got Ferguson in the second round. So not only did they trade their first round pick to get a first round pick next year to grab a quarterback, they got Ferguson to help out Matthew Stafford this year. They want Ferguson as one of Stafford's guys.
Dang it.
I
Jamie.
know. I knew you were going with that pick. I was sitting there. I was like, you're about to.
I'm so upset because I do like Terrence Ferguson so much. I've been taking him in drafts, and I've been trying to play that long game of waiting to get him, but
and he's a red zone guy too.
Yeah, he's a hell of a. Yeah, he's
one thing is he's not afraid to block either, and that's what gets tight ends on the field.
Right. Okay, so the computer loves Johnny Smith.
Let's just let him there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let him be there.
Yeah, there's only 6 people I have above him in my rankings.
Man, now Jamie kind of put me on some tilt.
Yeah, now you're on tilt.
You know, if you want to go young guys, there's still a couple others that I do like. But I'm gonna play the win now game. Give me Travis Kelce right here in the 5th round for tight end rankings. We know what Travis Kelce is. We know what he can be. Yes, he's older and he's old. But coming into this offseason, he actually looks in better shape. If you've been watching any videos of him, he actually looks a little bit faster than he did last year. He looks like he lost some weight. So we know his rapport with Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, last year it was not the prettiest. It didn't look fantastic, but if he's doing what he can to get back into football shape, to try to get healthy again, I'm for that. And again, like we said earlier, and Jamie said it earlier, if you're in a win now situation, to get Travis Kelce after all these guys, that's not too terrible. That's not too terrible. And with the news of Rashee Rice, right? We did find out that he's going to have to serve 30 days in jail. We still don't know exactly what the NFL is going to do. So pick up Travis Kelce and see what you got.
Yeah. Like even on a down year, last year he still got over 130 targets. He was a top 5 tight end. Like I know he had a bunch of boom games and a bunch of busts, but you said it. Like, he is focusing more on football this year, and he kind of eliminated that's immediate stuff with his boyfriend, Taylor Swift. So he's literally getting back into football shape, and I think he wants to retire on top. He doesn't want to be looked at as, I took a big downhill spill my last year. No, he wants to go up on top. He's going to get 130, 140 targets again.
So I think
Jason, you're up.
Everything gets interesting in our draft picks, especially starting with me right here. I'm going to go with a older guy at this pick who has put up numbers on probably the best team in football and gets fed in the red zone. Give me Dallas Goedert right now. He's 30 years old. I know he's been dealing with health issues last year. He only finished as tight end 26 last year. I think
he was out
like
though. Yeah, he was out for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed like 6 to 10 weeks or something like that. But at the same time, the offense and that production that he usually gets, I love it. He is going to get his targets. He's going to get his share right there. But I'm doing that because I want to go for a kind of a swinger pick right here. His injury last year concerned me, but he was one of the more athletic tight ends that came out of college, and he's with a quarterback that is finding his way, I guess we can say, in the NFL. Give me Javonte Sanders.
Ooh,
Jatavian?
love it.
Jatavian, same thing. Hey, he didn't break his neck last year. He almost did, and that was the thing that scared me. But he was getting targets throughout the year last year. He is an athletic tight end, 6'4", 250. Before he got injured, the dude was putting up numbers, and the dude was getting targets. He played in the majority of the games, and I just think with Bryce Young's resurgence in the league and what he's learned, I think that he's going to do big things in that offense, and that offense is going to keep on rolling and take on from the end of last year.
Love it. I go after targets that could be second in that offense behind Tet. I could see Sanders being number 2.
That offense just is gross.
All right.
Well, they might be okay. That offense might be okay this year. Old Tet, baby. Bryce Young resurgence here?
I mean, I hope.
Okay, it's getting...
Oh, no, this is where it gets fun.
There's one guy on the board that I can't still believe he is on the board.
Who is it so I can draft him?
Well, I'm going to wait until you draft him. Tell you if it's...
No, Jamie's purposely not going to draft him the first pick, then hit him
just
on
to take him on the okay.
Just to get him later and be like, I told y'all.
I told y'all. Okay, there's a couple guys that I'm kind of debating on here. And I can throw the names out there just because I'm on the board and I'm going to look at Jamie's expression to see if he cringes when I say the name. There's guys on there that I think are worth taking at this point. You've got your Hunter Henrys. We do expect Drake Bay to have a step up this year. Hunter Henry is like flying just so under the radar. And I feel like he is a talented tight end. He just really hasn't ever really had like a massive pop here, right? Evan Ingram going to Denver. He is getting a little bit older, but he is athletic. Bo Nix, again, what's he going to do his sophomore year? Cortland Sutton's still there. Can Evan Ingram have a year, right? He's had solid years, slow and steady and solid years for the past couple of years. Obviously, in my personal opinion, guys, I don't know what you think, but Jonnu Smith going over to Pittsburgh, I think it hurts Pat Freiermuth. I think he makes him almost irrelevant, in my personal opinion. So I'm not going to be really taking any Pat Freiermuth. Dalton Schultz is still there. What's he going to do this year? Mike Gesicki. There's a lot of players here that are just kind of average, right? But I'm going to make a little different decision here, and I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson.
I like it.
I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson. Obviously, George Pickens going from Pittsburgh to Dallas. You've got the George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb show. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb's wide receiver 1 there. What's George Pickens going to be in this offense? But one thing that we do know is that Dak Prescott loves these little outlets. Jake Ferguson runs those little seam routes, little cross routes. That's a way out for Dak Prescott. George Pickens, conventionally just a deep ball threat, right? CeeDee Lamb, multifaceted wide receiver, can do a ton of different routes. I think when Dak Prescott gets into the nitty gritty and Dallas is getting their asses rushed like crazy, he's going to find those little outlets for Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb, because I think George Pickens is going to be more of a deep ball guy. So Jake Ferguson is the pick.
Yeah, he is going undervalued. So I like that pick. Ingram was the guy that went off the board next. That's who I thought should have been off the board a while ago.
Yeah, it was between Ingram and Ferguson for me there.
Like as soon as you were saying Hunter Henry, I wouldn't have complained about that either, because he almost got 100 targets last year, and he is the most consistent person. So I was thinking, should I take him here? But no, this is Dynasty. So I'm going to go with a young guy that's in his second year in that offense. When he got the chance last year, he actually stepped up a few times. Or no, wait, this is third year. I forgot about that.
Who you got here?
Strange.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do it.
You know, he's familiar with the offense. He's been there 2 years already. Now is the chance that he is going to get, now that Ingram is out of the picture, it's ride or die time for him.
He had a couple of really nice games last year.
Yes, he did. Yep. So dynasty-wise, this is a guy that I could see being a better asset 3 years from now than Mason Taylor, Arroyo, Ferguson, and being up there with the Loveland type player, and that's Harold Fannin.
Dang it, Jamie.
So I know he's on the Browns.
Why did we invite him right now? It was like he's just sniping all of us right now.
Well, I would have been in the chat sniping you anyway, like I did the past 2 weeks. Man, this dude is a route running assassin. Man, this guy, his footwork is sharp. Like he just slices through man coverage faster than a hot knife through butter, right? Like he stuns those defenders, and like he's not just getting open, he lives open. So love this guy. Like his hands are stickier than Velcro. Like, did you ever see Little Giants?
Oh, we got a message. How did Evan Ingram fall that far?
Yeah, it's Kyle. It's Kyle.
Kyle, bro.
Evan Ingram. Anybody want to hit this about Evan Ingram?
Oh, hey, Jamie. There's Kyle. Look what Kyle said. The auto draft should have taken Ingram instead of Kraft. Listen, Kyle, you have him up there, huh? Jamie, tell your boy.
So, Kyle, I have Ingram outside my top 12, right? Just because of his age. You know how I like my younger guys. Kraft is definitely going to be here for the long term. We did talk about in the beginning of the show if it is a difference between win now or build for later. So I don't mind Ingram. Like I did say, Ingram should have been off the board way before that pick. So he probably should have went where
Jonnu Smith is.
Jonnu Smith, yeah. And then Jonnu should have went where Ingram is.
Yeah. Here, Kyle, I can change that for you real quick if it makes you feel better. I can put okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree with Kyle and Jamie. I think Evan Ingram could definitely go higher. I mean, there's arguments for him to go even higher than Jonnu Smith, right? My thing is I guess I really don't have anything to say. He is a good tight end. We should have drafted him earlier, guys. Kyle, I'm not gonna admit that you're accurate.
Do not fall for that pressure.
Well, here. Go ahead, Jamie.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
I was just gonna say right here, I'm gonna take the guy I was gonna take last round. I'm gonna take Hunter Henry here. I have Drake May taking a step forward. Hunter Henry is going to be a part of this offense. We still don't even know exactly like what the receiving core is going to look like, right? They have a lot of wide receivers. Kyle Williams, rookie wide receiver. There's a lot of buzz around him, but then I hear a lot of people saying that he's not going to turn into anything. There's just so much going on in New England, Drake May has to have a consistent target. Hunter Henry is going to provide him that consistency. He's always been a consistent target for quarterbacks. So I have no problem adding him to my roster at this point in time.
Yeah, no, I'll be quick here. This is an easy one for me. The back-to-back pick is going to be hard. I'm going to draft a veteran who has an understanding with a quarterback, even though he was a rookie last year. Give me Zach Ertz, who had his breakout year last year with a rookie quarterback. He looked like he was 25 again. He finished at tight end 8 last year, and he looked like he was a target in the red zone. I love it. I only expect Jaden Daniels to grow from there, and especially with, they have Deebo Samuels, but Deebo isn't a red zone receiver in a way to where they want Jaden to make the decisions when it comes to the red zone. And I feel like his decision and who he wants to go to is Zach Ertz. So next one, I want to go with another veteran, and this is a homer pick. I don't even care. Y'all can go. Y'all can give me all the shit that you want to. Give me Dalton Schultz. I know who the check down person in Houston is. I'm a Houston guy. You see the jersey on me. I think this is going to be a check down offense. I think it's going to be a brand new offense that our new OC is going to bring. Our O-line sucks, but with a new play caller, I think that you can get around a rebuilt offensive line by figuring out how to get the ball out of your hands. This is where Dalton Schultz comes into play. As long as he catches the ball and gets upfield, that's the biggest question. He is going to get his targets, and Higgins and Nico are going to be the top 2 targets on that team. Dalton Schultz is going to be the check down.
Yeah, I don't mind
AFC
those.
champions, Texans.
Okay, so we're in the last. I'm just gonna go on through that. We're on the last round here, guys. I'm gonna go a little bit away from my rankings right here. I wouldn't be opposed to taking Chigakonkwo, Cam Ward, coming into the building. Let's see what Cam Ward can do for the wide receivers. Chig's the starting tight end there. I'm okay with Chigakonkwo going right here, but you still got guys like Theo Johnson. What's Theo Johnson going to do this year? Right? I think Theo Johnson. What, Jason? Stop. I think Theo Johnson.
I didn't say that. Jamie.
Oh, was that Jamie? Stop.
I'm just mad because I was going to take Theo Johnson.
No. I'm gonna let right here would be a pick for me where
Just
I would
pick him.
take
You won't.
Theo Johnson, but I'm actually gonna scroll down a little bit, boys, and I'm gonna take my guy Ben Sinnott right here.
I love it.
I know Jason took Zach Ertz, right? He's still there, but he is older. Ben Sinnott showed some flashes last year on special teams and had a few design plays that he was in the actual offense. They brought him in for a reason. It's just not been his time yet. I think Ben Sinnott can be a good asset for this roster and for Jaden Daniels. So I like Ben Sinnott, and I think he is a good stash on your roster, especially for Dynasty.
Love it. We all seen tight end McBride that played behind Ertz, right? What happened when Ertz left? I don't think Sinnott is as talented as McBride, but I still think he could jump into that top 12 to 15 range. So
yeah.
Great pick. I'm going to take my guy, Theo Johnson. I know Kyle in the chat, you love Theo Johnson because he's Canadian, but the guy is athletic as heck. We love those athletic tight ends. His yards per reception was top 10. Give him more receptions. That means more yards. Like, he's going to get his. Now he actually has a quarterback that can throw to him. I want to see what Theo Johnson can do this year.
Yeah, I actually have Theo Johnson on 3 of my Dynasty teams. And
that's it? 3? I have him in like 15.
Well, I'm not in 27 leagues, Jamie. I'm only in like 5. I think I'm only in 5 Dynasty leagues. So
you need him on 5 teams then.
But on the flip side, I have Ben Sinnott on the other two. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I like Theo Johnson a lot. I think he's a hell of a tight end. I think he's a hell of an athlete. He got hurt last year, so we didn't really get to see what he could do. But yeah, no, this is a great pick. That's those guys there at the end. Even Dalton Schultz, Jason. I think Dalton Schultz is a relevant player. I'm going to be interested to see what that dynamic looks like with Jaden Higgins and Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz. And if Jalen Noel gets in there a little bit, I'm interested to see what that dynamic's going to be. But Dalton Schultz is like a Hunter Henry for me. Like, he's just a reliable guy who can get in there, make some catches, get in the end zone every once in a while. More of a spot start kind of player, but yeah.
Who knew Iowa State could produce wide receivers? Like, I know there's a tight end episode, but I was like, Iowa State wide receivers, that just like doesn't sound great.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle. Hey, Jamie, before we get off here, Kyle said this. Don't worry, Matt. I only rostered Theo Johnson in one of my dynasty leagues. One of my 9 dynasty leagues. That's
fair. That is fair.
No, that was a great episode, guys. You can see the board there on the screen. Go into chat and see which roster did you like the best. Did you like Jamie's? Did you like the computer? Did you like mine? Do you like Jason's? Go in there, put it in on the chat, guys. That helps out Fantasy Six Pack. That helps us out. And like I said, man, go over to fantasy6pack.net. Get your all access membership today. Use promo code Parlay FF for 15% off. It comes with a ton, guys. It comes with a lot. And then if you guys just listen to audio stuff, man, head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, look up the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast. Give us a subscribe, 5-star review. It helps us out. Jamie, let these guys know where they can find you.
Yeah, Jamie Perogue, all over social media, right here at Fantasy Six Pack every Wednesday with my host Kyle and Raul, and also over at Going for Two and the RPO Football Show.
Yeah, go check them out, guys. When you get your membership or you go over to YouTube and you subscribe, you get to see when these guys go live as well. I think what we need to do soon here, Kyle, especially since you're still on the chat here, Jamie, let's get together here soon and let's do a dynasty startup draft, a mock draft. And we'll try to get we'll try to get like 12 people in here and do an actual draft with no computers and see where we can go from there. I think that'd be fun. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah. Hey, drink a couple beers, talk some shit, get mad at each other, and then we with the chat vote.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this week of the show. Next week, we might actually do a mock draft next week instead of because we did quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. We're not doing defense. We're not doing kickers. So we might do a mock draft next week. We'll talk about it and let you guys know. Make sure you stay tuned and keep up with all the social medias, and we'll let you know what we're doing. So with that being said, Jason, Jamie, you know what to do.
Hey, this is a men's league. We don't draft kickers and defense. Jamie, I appreciate you. It's all love. Thank you for the Fantasy Six Pack love. I appreciate you for joining us. And thank you, guys. We're close to the start of the football season, so I can't wait.
Jamie, anything else?
Just let you guys know, Batman would be an elite tight end. He's strong, he's fast, he's smart, he's always ready. Dude doesn't drop passes, he drops safeties.
That's right, guys. And one last thing. Congratulations, Scotty Scheffler, on winning the Open Championship. It was a fun weekend to watch some golf. And with that being said, we love you all to the moon and back. Until next episode, peace out.